fall down, but we get up, we fall down.
Okay. Alright, so this video is basically talking about our shelter experience because a lot of people are scared or ashamed to talk about when they in shelter or when they have to go to the shelter or whatever. But I'm not scared or ashamed of anything that I had to experience in life, so I just wanna talk about it because some people may want to go in the shelter and is afraid because they don't really know what happens in shelter and stuff like that. So we just want to talk about how we ended up in the shelter and what it was like being there and basically stuff like that. Basically, how we ended up in the shelter was, first we was planning a baby. Does not seem our firstborn was 2 years old, and we didn't want to live with nobody because we already knew how it feels to live with people. It's like you live with people and at first they cool, they nice and all this, and then after a while it's just always a problem. And I wasn't raising my child in nobody's house. That was just not the plan. We wasn't doing that. So we had a place to stay, but we wanted our name on our own lease, basically.
And we could have stayed there with our baby that we was planning with the son, but we chose not to.
Come on, Pooh.
It may sound like a bad place because it's a shelter, but it wasn't. It was the best idea.
The best idea, because that's actually how we got our first apartment.
Right. Which was in Irvington, New Jersey.
Right. So you could start from here, basically. Okay, so
wait.
basically...
Go play. Alright, we can't do this one.
Yeah, we could. Pooh, say hi.
You need to get in the bath and then lay down.
Ooh, it's your booty. Oh, it's your booty. Yay. So we had to put the kids to sleep real quick to finish this video because they was not with it. They was tired. Alright, so I'm gonna start from where I left off. So basically, Path is on 149th in the Grand Concourse, and Bronx, and Path is an intake. That's where you go when you seeking to get placed into shelter. So basically, when you go there, you fill out all this paperwork and stuff like that, and then you have to wait as other families there. And then they place you into a shelter where you're gonna stay at until you get your apartment. So when we went to Path, that's when I was pregnant with Nasim, our first son. And
They put us in Queens, right?
yeah, so they had to, basically our experience was we had to do the intake, we had to go through the metal detectors, all that. I had to take a pregnancy test so that they could believe that I was really pregnant. Yeah, to confirm that I'm really pregnant, to put us in a family shelter. Because I was like mad flat, like I wasn't even far.
Remember we was married already from the year before.
Yeah, we was married. Oh yeah, so when you go into Path, if you going like as a couple, you have to be married, legally married to that person. Or I heard, I'm not sure because I was in my situation, but I know as a lesbian couple, you gotta be legally married, or you gotta have DV, which means you have to go to the courthouse and get a domestic partnership with your significant other to go in with each other. But I also heard that if you, okay, say like you got a baby and you with your baby father, you got a baby but y'all not married, y'all don't got no DV, nothing. If your baby father's on that child's birth certificate, you can go inside the shelter with them. I didn't know, I just found that out because somebody that I know did that, so. But yeah, basically that's how you would get in with, if you're going like with a partner or whatever. So yeah, they did pregnancy tests on me. They see if I was pregnant or whatever. I was pregnant, so we was able to go through with the process as far as
she was only like 1 month too, like. She's like 4 weeks when we went in there too. That's the good part. Like,
yeah.
So we had I had start preparing for the baby. They put us in Queens, Jamaica, Queens. It was like a family unit. We could cook in there. It was big. It was perfect. It was like a little studio, right? Like a big
it was
studio.
like a studio. It wasn't even that bad. It was clean. It was nice. It was good for a place to stay until you get your own shit. Like, it wasn't even that bad.
Some people, don't get me wrong, some people go to places like that and they get comfortable. They think that's their apartment. They never leave. I was working. She was pregnant, so
we went there with a goal. My thing is, when you go to the shelter, go there with a goal. Don't go there, get comfortable, make friends. I wasn't doing that. We wasn't doing that. I wasn't making friends. I didn't know nobody in there. There was no reason for me to talk to nobody in there. I was in there for a specific reason, and that was to get my crib and get the fuck out. That was it.
You know, I was working hard, so I was doing doubles, overnights to meet the requirements to even get an apartment. Landlords want to see how much you make it. So God bless us with an apartment in Jersey. Bless us with an apartment in 2017 November. My son was like 4 months.
We were so happy, and it came so unexpected, because it was like, all right, people think that being in a shelter is, sometimes they be saying, oh, it's dirty, is this, is that. It don't be like that. Like, you can't listen to what nobody say. You just gotta go in there for yourself and do what you gotta do that little shelter bed, because everybody experiencing a shelter is different, and not everybody gotta be there for a long time. Like us, we was there for 9 months and we got our apartment. Some people were there for 2 weeks, some people were there for 3 months, some people were there for 30 days and get their apartment. Like, it's all up to you, basically. You can't just be sitting there all day and expecting them to do the work. Like, you gotta do the work for yourself.
Me, I was working, so my pay stub was showing them, okay, Miss Covington's. The Covingtons, they doing what they gotta do. Nicole was handing her pay stubs in to my caseworker. We was doing the ILPs, which is like me and you gotta meet in with your case manager every week, every 2 weeks. And they made it more family. They made the environment family, like they had flowers around the gates. Like, it was a beautiful set, right? Like, that was a nice, clean like
a private one or something
private
like
one
that.
with the
I don't
gates.
know.
Like, you had to ring the bell to get in.
Yeah, but it was good though. Like,
it was. And
the case manager that we had, she was on her shit.
She was perfect.
She was on her shit. Like, she made sure. Miss Nunez, I would never forget her, because she really used to go hard.
Nunez. If y'all know who that lady is and she sound familiar or whatever, tell her we love her. I didn't forget about her.
She was a good ass kid.
Yeah, she helped us. She motivated us. She let us know, like, listen, y'all working, y'all young, y'all got the opportunity to get your apartment through it now. She helped us fill stuff out. She put her foot in the door for us to get our apartment, so we appreciate her for that.
And she and then there's a curfew too at the shelter. You gotta be in before what, 10?
Yeah, but you got 2 days to stay out there. You could just gotta be
basically back. Every shelter they have a curfew, but most of them don't be as strict. Like, they say you gotta be in at a certain time, but really you could stay out, but you can't go past the 48 hours. So if you stay out longer than 48 hours, then you'll get logged out, which means you have to go all the way back to PATH and start your process all over again. And also when you go to PATH, you're not automatically able to stay in a shelter. Like, all right, they place you somewhere, but you gotta wait 2 weeks to get found eligible, which is they want to check the last places that you was in before the last addresses that you had before they allow you to stay in a shelter. So don't even let that also discourage you, because it's sometimes where girls or families had to go back like more than one time, because they put so many addresses and they be telling them, look, you could stay here. Like, the shelter system is crazy. It is not easy. So yeah, it's not. So when people be like, oh, they was in a shelter or this and that, it's not easy. You got to follow a curfew. You got to have a job so you could even be able to get a voucher. Yeah, they have vouchers too to help you pay your rent and stuff like that. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Like, you can go in there and do what you got to do and get your crib.
And me, was I doing my GD at that time too?
I'm not sure.
I think I was doing my GD at that time too. Oh no, I just got a better job, more pay. That's when I started working in chicken. My first son had everything. We spoiled him with, right?
Everything.
Oh my God.
Everything. So then I remember one day the case manager was like, it felt like we was in there for mad long, like we was getting fake discouraged. So we had an ILP, which is when you meet with your case manager. So we was telling her like, yo, we want to get out. Like we feel like we've been doing everything we supposed to, and like we still here. Like I'm about to have my baby. I don't want to raise my baby in no shelter. Like I want my own. Like, so boom, she had told us about our apartment. So she like, oh, the apartment is his in Jersey, da da da. So as soon as she told us about it, I'm not gonna lie, Nicole was mad hype. Like, oh, yes, that's our crib, that's our apartment. Like, we getting that apartment, whatever. This already ours. She started telling my mom, telling everybody, mind you, we never even seen the crib before. We didn't see the apartment yet. Nothing. So I'm like, you don't know if we got this apartment. Like, we never even seen it yet. She just told us about it.
I know it was ours though, cause we deserved it. We was doing everything. We was doing so good. Like we was doing really everything we had to.
Yeah.
Like,
so
everything happened for a reason. This is ours.
So boom.
I didn't have to see it.
So she set up the meeting or the appointment or however it goes for us to go see this apartment. So we went, we seen the apartment, we liked it. We told the lady like that was showing us the apartment, like we like it, we want this one. So she like, okay, we gonna give it into welfare, because welfare is the people that does the one-shot deals and stuff like that to pay for your first month rent, security and stuff like that. She like, we gonna give it to them or whatever. And if you, because they have to take Nicole's pay stubs, if you qualify or however they do it, then we'll let you know if you got the apartment. So boom. So we did that. We had to wait. It was like a little waiting game. So I was getting discouraged. Like, listen, she still ain't call us. We don't got this apartment. Like, we might as well just keep looking for other stuff. She still ain't call. Because she said we had to wait 2 weeks. It was longer than 2 weeks. What was it? Like almost a month?
Yeah, we was getting
almost a month. So I'm like, okay, we clearly don't got it, because she said 2 weeks we had to wait. And then they'll let us know if we got the apartment or not. Okay, it's getting close to a month now.
And I was contacting my case manager, telling them,
yeah, we got it.
Like, we're trying to figure out. So if not, we can move on to the next step.
Right. So next thing you know, they call Nicole downstairs or whatever. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. She comes back upstairs. She like, babe. She mad happy. I'm like, what? She like, we got the apartment. I'm like, yeah.
Like, they gave me the keys.
Or whatever. We were so happy. We was calling our families and stuff, telling them how we got our apartment or whatever. We got the keys. We got a check, because when you get your apartment, they give you a furniture check. So they gave us a check for what, like $2,000.
And I was working, so
for furniture.
We had money.
And then we just had to wait for the moving date. And then it was like probably 2 weeks after that, they gave us a date we was gonna move in. The car came around, we got all of our stuff out, and we moved to our apartment in Irvington, New Jersey. It felt so good. That was our first apartment. Put it in the bottom. We're home. Turn the light on. Look at our home. Look at our home. Oh my gosh. It felt so good. Like, y'all don't even understand from where we came from. That's gonna be another video though. But from where we came from to get our own apartment, and then my son, he was only like 30 days old, right? He was only like a month old.
Like 3 months. He's born in August. We got it in November. He was like 3 months.
Yeah, he was like 3 months. I'm wilding. But yeah, he was mad young. So I'm like, yo, this is great. My son not going to know about this. He's not going to know about nothing. He's going to be in his own apartment. What? We got our stuff, our apartment. We had a housewarming. So like it just felt so good, like so good.
All our family came for our housewarming too, so we ain't feel alone. You know, it was never alone because our family would come out there. You know.
Yep, it felt so good.
And even if nobody did come to visit us, it felt good having our own. So we was good.
Shit, like nobody could tell us nothing. Nobody could tell us to get out. Nobody could tell us this, that. Like it felt mad good.
Wow.
So we just wanted to share that with the world, with everybody, because people like to pass judgment on people, look down, or it's maybe somebody out there that's scared to go in a shelter, that don't know what to expect. Do it, sis, because you will get the results that you want. And the goal is to get your own crib, go to the shelter, do what you gotta do. Shelter is not that bad.
Just comply by the rules, the guidelines, you know.
Yep, and you be good.
Don't stay out, but don't go over your 48. Keep up with your ILPs when you gotta meet, work, because you won't really be there, you know. It's like
and have faith.
Yeah.
Because faith is definitely the key. You can't get discouraged.
And right now, we have our second apartment.
Right. God is good. So that's all. I think
everybody, we're gonna keep y'all updated. The next video is gonna be about,
we don't know yet, something. But keeping up with the Covingtons. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Press that subscribe button right now. Stop what you're doing. Cut this video off and press the subscribe button. And keeping up with the Covingtons.